Hi, this is Rochelle with Journal Life's Journey, and I'm back to do a little work on a project that I started quite some time ago. My daughter had ordered some things from Shein a year or two ago, so I use her bags to store my projects. I think they work really well. Well, I guess I don't need to take all of the papers out. That's the papers and other things that I have used for this. So I showed the base of this in a previous video where I did a bit of a tutorial on how to use a grocery paper bag to make a journal like this. I will link to that video in the description box below. So I have done a little work on this since then. I've added a tassel. I've played around with the closure. Because of the way I put this together, it's a little difficult as far as the closure goes because we have this pocket on the front to deal with and a pocket on the back to deal with. So that kind of made it a little bit of a problem for the closure, but I have this seam binding that I hand dyed to use for closure with plenty of room to grow. So, I mean, I don't have to wrap it around this many times, but you can wrap it around and tie a bow to close it. I mean, of course, I can do a better job. Okay. But that's not why we're here. And this tassel is removable. I did go ahead and cover the spine. It's got a little frizz on it. But yeah, I did cover the spine with some fabric. I added the eyelets and the bands. I didn't do a great job with the eyelets, but I did the best that I could do. And what else? I don't think there's much else that's changed other than some of the ephemera that I've added. I really want to fill this out. I have 2 notebooks that I created to go on the bands. We have 4 bands, so it has room for me to add more, but for now, we're gonna start with the 2. They are junk journal style. I have not stitched them yet, but this is what they look like, and I'm not sure what's the top and what's the bottom, actually. We'll see once we start flipping through. This was a digital, I think, from the Graphics Fairy, and I backed it on regular black cardstock. And then these are the pages on the inside. I think it's upside down. Yep, it is. And we're going from the back. Okay. So this is right side up. Let's try that again. And I probably should add some type of scrapbook paper in here too, other than this piece or the digital that I'm using. And I'll have to link to the digital that I use in the description box below because it's been so long, I don't remember the name of it. I have a general idea of where I got it from, but I need to check to be sure. Okay. So it would probably be nice if I had a page of the digital as the first page underneath the vellum. This one should be pretty much the same. Yes. Same type of papers in it. Okay. So I just need to I'm gonna do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch on these. These are about 5 by 7. Let me see if I can find a paper that I wanna use to add a page to these. I kinda want something that's printed double-sided, but I don't think I really have anything in here that is. Yeah, I didn't print much of that double-sided. This is actually a misprint. It should not be this color. This is what it should look like. But I'm using the misprints in this as well. So I think what I'm going to do is make these pocket pages so I may not get to stitching right away with this. So if I put these back to back and fold them and then connect them on the ends, leave this end and this end open. This isn't the best quality print either. But again, they are misprints. So, and I can't use the same paper. Okay, I can do it like that. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Occasionally, I will be pulling out projects like this that I haven't worked on in quite a while to kind of get them done. I have to do something with those leaves. They keep escaping. To get them done, I could do a finish it Friday, but I'm trying to do videos on Sundays and Thursdays. This is the first time that I've actually said that out loud. Um, so yeah. Oh, and I left my scoreboard at the other desk. So we're gonna have to pause for a second. Let me go get the scoreboard. Okay, here we go with the scoreboard. Guess we can set the main journal aside. All right. So I probably want to keep, I feel like I should keep these edges to fold them over on the inside to make the pocket a little more sturdy. And then I gotta keep at least one of the flaps. Let's see how I can make this work. I am going to score at 1 1/4 on the top and the bottom, 3/4 on either side. Now I don't remember. I did reduce and print 2 to a page for this, but I don't remember what I reduced it to. So, because these are vertical pages. Now I'm going to sloppily miter the corners. I was cutting something sticky earlier. Thought I got it all off, but apparently I didn't. So what I would do is fold this in, and then this would be folded in half. I don't think I need to score it to fold it in half. Or do I? All right. Then I can miter this, miter this. I need a desk trash can. I had one, but now that I have so much stuff on my desk, I don't know if I have room for it. I'm gonna fold these in. And see. So that's the beginnings of our pocket page. Of course, I can ink, okay, and decide if I want this one to be the inside or the outside. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. All right, so this is the other piece. Now for this piece, I don't need this top edge or the bottom edge, but I still want to fold these sides in to reinforce. So let's score. And I fold that and fold. Try to fold it straight. Fold it in half. Let's make sure we match. Might have to do a little adjusting, but I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess here. So we got to account for the page creep and make sure we got them going in the right direction. Well, I need to miter this too. And I've been using black soot for this. Do I have that ink in here? I have a black soot. I don't know if this is a good one. Let's make it grungy. Let's put this together by gluing down the opening flaps. These are just here for reinforcement. Let's see what's going on with the glue. It's really hot here today. I think, oops. I think the last time I checked my phone, it said 82 degrees. And the craft lab area that I'm in today is the side of the house that gets the sun in the morning and in the afternoon. So it's always the hottest room. Why isn't this blue coming out? Probably got too much that time. Let me look and see how this flows. You can't really tell a difference. Oh, the purple is in the back and in the front. So I'm going to keep the purple on the inside. So this will be the outside and purple will be the inside. Okay. So I'm going to glue this like this. So it's meant to fold like that. I can always refold and change it later. I'm just trying to put it down the way that I want it to flow from the start instead of having to refold and adjust for things. I didn't quite go all the way to the edge. That's going to give me some overhang up here. This will also help me know which side is the top, right? First page, we got a pocket here. And then that design shows through the vellum when you first open the notebook or the journal. And I'm not going to worry about the page creep on that. Let's go ahead and do this other one. Is this the same paper? It is. I don't want to use the same paper. I thought I figured out that it wasn't. Maybe I don't have a choice. I think that's the same as the other. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Do the scoring and the trimming. And this one, I'm going to leave the flaps on, the one that's not a misprint. Let's do a dry fit. Let me make sure that I didn't put those pages on upside down. I didn't. All right, let's glue down the opening flap. All right, let's touch up with some ink. To come back with some glue. So now we got a nice image when you open it up. Then I can do something about both of these pages being the same. I don't think it matters as much in the back. And I could flip this one around. Let's see. It won't hurt anything. Let's just do that. Then it will look different. Okay. So now that we've got those in, I want to see that all the pages are lined up the way that I want. And I will go ahead and stitch at least one of these now. Let's see here. So I'm just clipping the pages in place. And I am going to make sure that everything is pressed in there well. Take my ruler, find the center, which is about here, and mark the center. Then I'm going to go out 2 inches here, and 2 inches to here. And I think that should do it. All right. Take my pokey tool and poke where I've just put those 3 holes or tick marks for the holes. It would be nice if I knew how to do, well, I kind of know how to do it, but I've never done it. You can see kind of the spine here, how it has the stitching. I kind of know how to do it. I watched a bookbinding video recently. It did something similar, but I don't think this warrants it. It would be nice if I was good at it already, but I don't want to learn how to do it on this project. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this one too so that it'll be ready to go. I have to use the small paper clips on this one. So we got one long one, one short one. I think we'll be okay. Let's do the same measuring. So I'm marking in the center, then going over 2 inches and over 2 inches. Close the book and poke the hole. Now, I do have a punch cradle, I think it's called, but I find it easier just to do it this way. If you hold it closed, you're more likely to get the holes to go through the spine like that. Then I have some waxed thread. I was thinking of making them extra long. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to make it a little long in case I want to do some decorating, okay, with beads or charms. Probably not since they're inside of another cover, but just in case, I want to have that available to do. I'm going to use this needle. Got glue on my hands. All right, so here we go. In this case, it doesn't matter which end is up. You just need to know which side you want your tails to land on. I want mine to be on the inside. So I'm going in through the inside first, then up to the next hole. Come on now. And down, all the way down to the bottom. Pull that. And then back in through the center. Now, the 3-hole pamphlet stitch is a little easier because the only time you have to worry about splitting threads is on that last stitch, and I don't think we split threads. If you split the thread, which means if your needle goes through the thread that's already there when you're stitching, then you won't be able to tighten it. So if I had split the thread, I wouldn't be able to pull this like this because it would be caught on the other thread. That hopefully that makes some sense. All right. So I'm trying to even these up. No, that's not what I want to pull from. Pull from that one a little bit more. All right, that's pretty good. Now I want to make sure that these are nice and taut and that I have my string on either side of the long string in the center, and then tie a knot, tie it the other way. And I'm never sure that I'm tying it the other way, so I'm going to tie it one more time. Okay, so we have extra long tails, and it is done. That was not so bad. All right, let's do the next one and hope for the same success. Thread the needle. Same thing. These holes don't look quite right, but I'm going with it. In through the center, up to the top, and back in. And I may have moved the papers. Nope, there it goes. Then down to the bottom. Then back in through the center. My strings on either side, they are. Let's see if I can straighten them up. No, they're not on either side. Let's try that again. You see, okay, I split the thread. You see how it pulled? I hope you saw that. It's the two threads are connected here. You see? Because the needle went through the thread that was already there. And when I was trying to tighten it, it pulled it. Thankfully, when you're doing a 3-hole, this doesn't work when you're doing a 5-hole. You have to take it loose and redo it up until the point where this happened, because you have more chances for this to happen with 5-hole. All I have to do is pull this thread out of there. I don't have to restitch or anything. I just pull them loose. Okay. Now it's moving freely. Before it wasn't. Okay. Let me check. Let's tighten it up a little bit more. That bottom feels a little loose. Let's try that some more. And let's tie it off. And one more time for good measure. All right, and some people even stitch multiple times. I don't think that's necessary. Whoops. This is the top. Please let me have put those pages in the right way. I did. That's another thing you should do before you go too far, is to check your pages to make sure they're all going the right direction. Yikes, I didn't do that, but thankfully they are. We are good. All right, so these are all set to go in the cover, and I need to really fill this out. So I'm definitely putting one on this back string because this is where the eyelet is a little wonky, and then I'll put one on the knotted string just because of the knot. So I can make a couple of plain notebooks or a folder or another oversized envelope to go on the other two strings. Let me know in the comments what you think I should make for the other two strings, if anything. So that is it for the inserts. I really didn't think I was going to sew those today, but I guess I got into the spirit of things. So I can just tie this, wrap this once and tie it. That is it for this video. We made 2 pocket pages for the inserts and stitched the 2 inserts for this cover. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.